thinkers, gamers, and traders, welcome to JBeanTV, the prediction arena, where foresight meets fire. Let's dive in.
Thank you, JBean. What an incredible journey it's been. 12 full weeks of learning, predicting, and leveling up together. Welcome, everyone, to the grand finale of challenge number 12 on JBeanTV. I'm your host, BitCaz, and tonight is going to be something special. We've watched our predictors sharpen their skills week after week, and tonight Doug the Wizard is here with a true masterclass. He'll be showing us how to install the indicators and use them like pros inside of the paid TradingView platform. Then we'll put those tools to the test with some live predictions and see just how accurate they can be. And of course, before we close out the night, we'll pull up the leaderboard and celebrate this week's top predictors, our final winners of challenge number 12. So stay tuned. The magic starts right now with Doug the Wizard. Hey, Doug, how are you?
Great, BitCaz. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm really excited about tonight, Doug, because your indicators are something of a phenomenon, right? But to be able to go peel back the onion and go back to the very beginning for a user who might just be interested in JBean and the indicators, to be able to show them exactly how to use them inside of TradingView, I am excited. I think it's really important for all of us to see it again and for our new people to see it for the first time. This is fantastic.
You bet it is, BitCaz. And you know why I'm so excited? And we talked about this a little bit last night, and I'll touch on it a little bit now, is that when I built the indicators, I built it with an educational backbone to it. And so what that means is that the indicators, yes, are extremely technical, but each indicator has the ability to give a new trader detailed information about what it's doing so they can actually learn. And so a new trader can start knowing nothing and use these extremely advanced indicators, use AI and get a prediction, get help, and then learn as they go. But if you're an advanced trader, man, you can use the AI and add to it with some of your information and collaborate with AI and go as deep down the rabbit hole as you want to go, BitCaz.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's just what people need. It's what traders need. And I feel so lucky to have access to this I mean, it's crazy that we all get to have this and learn from you. The training that you've been doing week after week, day after day on our calls it's phenomenal. And I hope all of our predictors are feeling the same way. This is just an amazing place to be, Doug.
Well, I thank you, BitCaz, and I think it's exciting for me too, because I look at the indicators and I think, this is everything that I would have wanted to have, and I'm still building. This is like, putting a kid in a candy store. I get to build everything I ever wanted, and you know, I don't think there's an end to that, BitCaz.
Yeah, right?
You know, it's just, today the only limitation we really have, yeah, there's some code limitation in Pine Script and stuff in TradingView and things, but really there's a lot of ways around some of those limitations, which I've already done with some of the indicators that we've developed. But so I think really the only limitation we have is what we can imagine and what we can dream up and what we think will be helpful for two things. One, for us to predict the market, and two, and because you've been saying this for days now, is trade the market.
Yes, yes.
And that's really what it's all about, right? Predicting leads to trading. And
Exactly.
and that's how we make money. Yeah, we'll make money predicting and stuff too, but how do we really interact with the market and make money? That is through trading, and we will all benefit from these indicators by doing that.
How
All
do we
right.
own the market? Like I feel like with these indicators and with the information that you're able to teach us, And putting it all together and having AI help get all of the pieces of the puzzle together, there's no limit, Doug. There's no limit to what we'll be able to do.
Right. And it's not that we won't be wrong. Sometimes we will. I mean, you have to be because you never know when somebody's going to say something big, Kaz, or when the market is going to get some negative news from China or something. Yeah, who knows, right? Something's going to happen somewhere that nobody anticipated. But then that's when the trading skills that we did in Insights come in, how we use advanced cost averaging and how we actually manage our trades. Now, these tools give us an extreme edge over what we had in Insights because Insights we used pure money management, pure some technicals because we use Hakanashi candles and things to kind of get intent. But now we get intent through the depth of the market. We actually get intent because we can see what the futures market's doing. We can see who's buying. We can see who's selling. We can see the volume in the current market. We can see things that we've never been able to see before. Now we have a whole new level to where if we're going to cost average, we're going to buy in, then that changes everything. So it's pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. We have a volunteer tonight, BitCaz.
Ooh, awesome. Awesome. I think we have Icy up on the panel volunteering his time tonight. Hey, Icy. Nice to have you on the call. I know Doug's going to work with you a little bit on your TradingView platform and get some of our indicators on there. So we're excited to see what that looks like, Icy.
So what we're going to do, IC, is I'm going to share my screen to start with, and I'm going to go through the process so people can see kind of what we have to do to get them the ability to use these indicators. And there's, I believe, 4 indicators on here that I want you to have that you don't have. And I will confirm that you already have a couple of them. But here's what we're going to do is I'm going to go into my back office and I'm going to pull up the indicators that I've developed. So let me do this. Let me go into my profile. And here are the scripts. So let them load. We got so many back here now, it's taking a while to load. Okay, there we go. These are the 4 that I want to give everybody, but I'm going to give them to you tonight right now. And I'm going to start with the JBean Divergence engine. And I've got to click on this and I'm going to assign this to you, and I'll go under manage access. And you can see that nobody has access to this right now, IC. So IC on TradingView, what is your TradingView name? Is it IC?
No, I'm using my wife's. It's bank in it.
And apply. All right, so now you have access to all 4 of those. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, IC, and I'm going to want you to share your screen. And I see guys that is watching this show on Roku or wherever you're watching it at. I see he has a background in trading. He has a background in actually developing some indicators, programming in TradingView some. So he's not a novice to this, but he's offered to be our guinea pig tonight to walk through so that we can show people exactly what they're going to see when they get the indicator and apply the indicator. So I see, go to your indicators. And I haven't seen this on your side, but yeah, you should see it under invite only, right? So click on that. And so we're going to apply the divergent engine and put a star on that too. Go ahead and star it. And so it's already down there. So he stars it, guys. So I starred the ones that are the ones that I always want to use. Okay, so that's one that he wants to have starred. The next one that you want to try to find, I see, is the JBean Open Interest Pressure Index, the OIPI. Yep, there it is. And click on that. There that is. Beautiful. Okay, well, I don't know how much cleanup we'll do on that tonight, but I'll go in and we'll change one thing on that one. And then find the JBean friction index 1.6. That one, yep. And then the 1.7. And put a star. There we are. We're done. So click on that. Now, on the second one, the open interest pressure index, let's click on that. Yes. And we're going to modify only one thing on this for tonight. I won't go through modifying all of these, but we'll have different lessons on these. Scroll down a little bit and let's see if I can, right there where it says height multiplier 100, just below the number 3. Yep, change that to 10. And watch the blue bar background there and hit OK. There we go. Now that brings that down, makes it more in line with the other indicators in that for a visual. Doesn't affect the numbers and the output on the right, but it just makes it visually more appetizing to me. Okay, the next thing that I want you to do, ICee, can you go to our Discord channel?
All right, so how do I share that screen? I gotta stop sharing this one and go to that one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can you see it?
Yes, I can. Now go to TradingView, and the new one at the bottom there, TradingView indicators new, right there, PDFs. Go to each one of these is a PDF on each indicator, and it explains exactly, what the numbers in the indicator means, how those indicators work. Kind of gives you background on each indicator. The one that we want, I believe, is at the very bottom, which is the interactive forecast command set 5.9. Click on download that. See if it'll download. I just uploaded these. It's that arrow right there. Yep. Or click on it.
Yeah, so it did download. You just can't
Oh,
see
it
it
did.
because of the screen. Yes.
Okay. So did it download for you?
Yes.
Okay, so you can get out of Discord now. And we're going to go to Claude AI. And so if you're brand new at trading, I developed this command set to tell AI how to work with the indicators that we just put on ICEe's chart. And we're going to do just a couple things right here. ICEe's going to copy this. He's going to hit the, actually, ICee, what I want you to do is bring up Claude.
Is this Claude?
Okay, yes. And where is the PDF?
I can just copy the whole PDF, right? Copy
No,
it.
no, no. You're just going to do a new thread. Do the plus key and Claude for new. Yep, brand new. Now drag the PDF and just drop it into here. Don't copy and paste it. Drag it and drop it in. There you go. So it puts a PDF in there. Now I want to go leave this like it is. Let's go back to TradingView for a second.
Do you want me to share TradingView?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. So I wanted to show people something that if you're new to TradingView, you put an indicator in, it's active, and you want to make sure that's active. ICee, do you have the JBean interbar volume indicator? Go to indicators.
Yeah.
It should be JBean interbar. Yeah. Go to invites only. There it is, interbar volume. It put the star on it. There you go, star it. Okay, and click, and now you got it selected. Perfect. Okay, the last one that we want to add on here is the JBean Price Discovery Navigator. Yep, click on that.
2.5 or 2.1?
2.5. Okay, that's all the current indicators that work as a cluster or a set. And when you read the descriptions on them, oh, you got it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too. I double click on it and I end up with a bunch of them.
And did you want me to get rid of the volume one that I have on top here?
It won't matter. The way that I designed the instruction set, guys, it'll take whatever indicator you have that you're using that shows up in the data window. So over on the right data window, let's widen that bar a little bit. If you can grab it and slide it, perfect. So if you go to object tree, anything that's here, do you see that volume? Is the other volume in here?
No, I deleted it.
Oh, you did. Okay, that's fine. Good. Okay, so if they're in here, the AI is going to try to use them and will use them. So, if you have an indicator, if you're a more advanced trader and you have an indicator that you really like, then by all means throw it in. But the command sets are designed to really look at what's happening in the futures market. I'll eventually add a social sentiment tool to it and add a news feed to it. So it'll have a little bit more depth in a couple of the areas that are more fundamental based instead of technical based. But right now, this is a cluster, it's a set, it works together. So go to your data window now and click anywhere in the data window and then hit Control A. So everything is now highlighted. Hit Control C to copy it. And now go back to Claude. Now just hit Control A or Control V to paste that in. Okay, it's all there. Now go down to the bottom, hit enter, hit the arrow. You're done with this part. It'll start doing its analysis and it's going to ask a series of questions. And it's going to give you information as it goes through. This version 5.9 really works at trying to make a difference in your understanding between current market bias and intent and trader intent, or what's going on in the futures market in terms of who's buying and who's selling, which are two different things and sometimes are opposed to each other. So those, when they're opposed to each other, it really helps us understand right there. Stay for a second. It helps us understand what to do with our predictions. If we have two opposing things, the bias of what the direction the market is going is probably going to be right. If the bias is down for the market, but the bias for the traders is buying, then we're probably not going to have a huge range down because we have a conflict that buyers are accumulating contracts or accumulating positions as the market's falling down. If they're both in agreement, we're going to have a bigger move. Okay, so those are the kind of things that we'll learn as we go through this thing. So our core matrix there, bias is up, which the market's been going down for the last few days. Okay, PDF, let's see, it should say, scroll on down. Here we'll see the sentiment is bullish, okay? And that really means that the futures contracts are buying, okay? But when we get into reading more of this, it'll talk about, well, in fact, this is going to read different than mine reads. I'm reading this going, why is his different than mine? Well, because we're on a brand new candle, okay? And the brand new candle is bias up. We have volume at the bottom. So let's go look at the current chart I see on TradingView, and then we're going to come back to this. The last candle closed down, which gave us a bearish move down with a bullish or biased up for the contract. So let's go to daily. Let's stay on daily, and let's take the Discovery Navigator and just hit the hide button on it. Go up to that, and Yeah, click on that. Perfect. Okay, now what I want you to do on the indicators below, go highlight one of the indicators, slide to your right next to the trash can, hit next to it, that one, close it, hit that, click on that. And same with the one below. All that does is collapse it, it keeps it running, but it gives us more room on the screen. Collapse it and collapse the next one. Okay, now expand your candles so we can see them. Go wide there. Yes. So this is super exciting. And this is what the indicator's telling us is that the bias is up finally. And they both agreed. And if we look at we look at today's close and then the prior three candles before that, ICee, where's the volume on all three of those indicators? It's at the very top, right? You see
Yes.
the little bar colors at the top. Expand the chart on the right. Let's make those candles bigger. Yeah, blow them up. There we go. The way that the JBean interbar volume works, it isolates the top 5 levels of volume, and we can see that that volume is all in the top. What that means is that the sellers are in control and the market's going to go down. All three of those candles, though, especially the last two candles that before today's close, had a bias up. Our buyers had been buying all the way down through this in the futures contracts. So the buyers had been trying to position themselves for a bounce up, and they've been doing it for the last 2 days, last 3 days, including today. But today's the first day that the buyers took control because we see the volume at the bottom. So the bias is up, and what did the market do? It's going up. Okay, so let's go back to Claude. Okay, so there's a lot you can read here. I won't go through all of that, but lots of teaching here and things that you need to understand to trade. What is the market trying to do? What is the market doing in the current moment? And what is it likely to do? The thing that we're going to do right now is we're going to do step 2 here. We're going to select number 1 for prediction only. And then after we do our predictions, we're going to get the forecast. But let's start with number 1. And this is now going to go out and start working on the prediction. And it's going to ask us more questions. This is a true collaboration between human and AI. So the more that you know about trading, the more you can collaborate with it. Ultimately, this will become an AI agent. This is our first step, or my first step, to try to get the rule sets the way I want it before I develop the AI agent. Okay, now this is asking us, ICee, what do we think the body size is going to be? Okay, now if we read the above, we could see in the indicators that there was no friction, that it had free movement up, or maybe there was a lot of restrictions still, a lot of sellers and buyers conflicting. Based on what we read above, we might select medium, we might select small, or we might do large, okay? So he's going to do medium, which is perfect and fine. Let's put that in. And let's hit enter.
It might still be thinking because there's no enter key.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it would still be thinking.
No. Oh,
There we go. There we go. Okay, now,
No, it jumped
oh, wait,
back.
it brought you back for some reason. Okay, hit that, please. And just type medium when you get there. There you go. Now it's giving us more data. Now we're going to talk about the wicks, okay? The wicks on the top, the wicks on the bottom. What do we expect? You can do two different wicks, okay? But for right now, let's just keep it simple. Let's go to standard, just copy standard and paste it in, see if that'll work, or type it in, that's fine. Okay, it's giving us a summary of what we've done so far, okay? And let's scroll down. And now it's going to ask us, do we want to override the barriers that it sees based on the indicators? Type yes if you want to override, or no, just use the system barriers. Now, it's identifying those barriers based on the indicators. So most of the time, I type no unless I look at this and I see that it's really missing a primary indicator on the high or low, or I think it's going to be a tighter range and that there's a support or resistance area I want to use. Then I'll type yes and I'll override it. But for now, let's just type no. And if you're brand new to trading, just let the system do its thing and learn what it's doing and read what it's doing as you're going through. And don't try to modify anything. If you're more advanced, then get more involved, do the things that you want to do too, or read it and agree with it, okay? Or do we want to override the confidence level? No, let's just leave that. Here we could change that, which would change the range or change the projection, but we'll just leave its confidence where it is. And that confidence is based on each one of the indicators and what it's seeing in that indicator, okay? All right, so let's scroll on down. Let's see here. There we go. So we've already reviewed, just type yes here. And then this gives you a chance to really make sure everything's right that you want, that you're trying to see. And I can usually go through this in less than a minute, guys, because now I know what it's saying. I kind of skim it, make sure nothing's out of order. If you're brand new, it may take you a couple minutes or maybe 5 minutes to kind of read through and understand. But it gives you a lot of information, a lot of data on what's going on in the market. I guess it depends on your internet speed also. So, okay. Now, us scroll on down. Okay. Now it's going to ask us if we want to put in a human range. Us look at its range, I see real quick. Scroll back up. So its high, let me take a screenshot of this. Its high is 111,400. Its low is 108,750, and its close is 110,900. And then before we do anything else, let's go back to TradingView just for the fun of it. Because we're gonna do something here. Okay, I see its high is 111,400. Let's put a line on the chart, go over to your lines, grab the horizontal, click that anywhere on your chart. Just click it and then, or double click on it. Excuse me. There we go. Go to coordinates and type 111,400. Okay, hit enter. Now, ICee, do you like that?
Well, it's where a lot of sellers are at the top of those two candles, not too far away.
Okay, so would you move your line up to like 113 area or
Yeah.
between 112 and 113?
I'd probably move it down to where the bulk is, right around here. Oh, that's really low. Oh. Catch 22.
So you're looking across at the candles to your left and seeing the volume in there, and there's a lot of volume and a lot of down volume in there, right?
Yes.
And then your last big red candle coming down has the volume. What's the kind of reddish pink box in the last big down candle? No, to your right, brother. Third candle from the right side. That one. What go up to the pink? What number is that? 112,347. So let's just say let's just say, let me take a screenshot of that. And these aren't ICEe's numbers. Unless you want a different number, buddy.
Sure.
Okay, for the heck of it, let's just say 112,347. All right, now your low based on AI is 108,750. Let's put another line on there. And click anywhere and let's just adjust it. Right click or double click. That's right. 108,750. Say okay. Now, do you like, I don't like that low.
No, it's already below it.
Now, the interesting thing, it doesn't have much of a wick, right? So, where would you move the line down to?
Right about there.
Okay, let me take a screenshot of that. Okay, I got that somewhere in there. Boy, that was a bad screenshot. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's just leave the close where they think the close is going to be. Let's go back to Claude. ICEe's doing a great job, isn't he, guys? Okay, let's scroll down. Now, in there, I want you to type 10. Let's see here. Let's do the first one. 112,347. Okay, then your low type 107,893. Do a space. No, do a space, brother. Okay, you did. My eyes didn't do the space. Okay, and its close, and let's keep its close, is 110,900. Okay, and just hit enter or hit the arrow thing. Now it's going to come back and it's going to analyze what ICEE chose versus what it chose, and it's going to give us some options, okay, for us to think about. Your forecast, AI's forecast, scroll down. It's going to tell you, what the differences are, okay, and what the range differences are. And you can kind of look at that and say, okay, yeah, I agree with it, or whatever you want to do as you read through this, go on down. Now, here's your options. You can keep yours. You can keep AI's, which is step number 3, or you can let AI adjust it. And we're going to do number 2. So we'll do number 2. And then it's going to give you one more option here because it's going to verify how you want to adjust, okay? Which I think is really exciting and fun because now we got some choices. Scroll down. All right. Now if you scroll up and let's look at A, split the difference, okay, is A. They take yours and AI's and split the difference. B option is keep yours, okay, tighten slightly, okay. Let's go down to C, custom adjusted. You can make another adjustment. D, AI, leaning, okay, or leaning towards that. So you got a couple of choices there. And what I want to do is scroll back up. And let's do A. Let's split the difference. And hit it. There you go.
Sorry, I went too fast.
You did good. Okay, so that's given us our new projections. Okay, so it lowered ours from 112 down to 111. It raised its a little bit. Let me take a screenshot of that. And we'll go do something in a second. Not yet. Scroll on down. Keep going. Now, here we have our last step. You already have your projections. You're done. If you really want to learn what you just did and what the indicators are doing and what the market is saying, you can generate a summary report, which has got a lot of detail in it, a lot of explanation, or you can generate a full teaching report, which will create almost a book for you of what the indicators are doing in this moment and explain to you what the numbers mean, how they impact the market, and what AI is seeing and how AI is using those numbers. Very, very detailed report. So we won't do either one of those. Generating the full teaching report takes some time. It takes a few minutes for it to go through, even typing at 9,000 words a minute or however fast AI types. I think mine took like 10 minutes to generate. So it is quite a book and it's a lot of information and it's a great way to learn. All right, ICee, let's go back to TradingView. We're almost done here, folks. We're going to take one last look. So ICee, I want you to take your top line and move it to 111,875. You can see it was at 111,400 and yours was at 112 something, but we're going to split the difference, 875, and hit OK. Okay. That kind of gets us in a lot of volume to the left, slightly above some of them, and just below that last candle. That looks okay. And right across a lot of the wick highs from the prior candles. Okay, and let's change our low to 108,320. A little bit lower than what it was at. Like that number. So that's kind of right on, right? So,
Yeah.
so far, if the market doesn't come back down, ICEe's going to nail the bottom, and again, that's working off of these numbers. So anyways, guys, that's how the indicator works. ICEE, talk to me about your experience.
Oh, this is awesome. Going through this, it really solidifies what you need to do and how to do it. And it's very easy. You just led me through it and now I understand it.
Yeah, well, thank you for being our guinea pig tonight, buddy. And you did a great job. Really, really well done. Beanie of Truth, you got a good one there.
Okay, if you say so.
All right, well, we'll let that one drop. So, all right, BitCaz.
Just what I do, and I'm so excited after seeing actually step by step how we're supposed to be doing this, Doug. And the first thing you did was you went and found the PDFs in our Discord channel, a piece that I forgot in my earlier little not only are the indicators in there, but the PDFs that explain everything are in there as well. And the reason I'm bringing this up real quick, Doug, as you're moving on to look at the leaderboard, is because if you're watching this and you're not in our Discord yet, you want to come on in, join our Discord, get yourself access to these indicators, get your TradingView set up, and come do your predictions with us. We're really excited to get some new people in here. And I don't know about the rest of you, but man, just like ICEE said, that just solidified everything the way you walked through that tonight, Doug. So thank you so much.
Well, ICEE made it easy, BitCaz. He's a pro there, But I don't think it's too hard, though. I think, I think most people, will be able to do this. Now, for the new people, TradingView might be new to you. A lot of things might be new. There is some hurdles there, but once you get past those initial learning curves, it becomes a lot easier because we have the right tools to help out. So,
Yeah.
okay, DDOG, how we doing, buddy?
Good.
Are
Want me
we
to share?
ready for the leaderboard?
I can share my screen. We can do both of them.
Perfect. So you're going to do last night to tonight first, and then you're going to do the final?
Correct.
All right. Well, let's do it, brother. Share your screen.
And you talk.
Are you kidding me? Is that true? She's at the top again?
Uh,
Wait, what?
yep.
Boy, I sure wish yeah, that's wow.
5.0.1.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So,
It pays that everybody's off, right? I mean, because those numbers aren't super close.
no, it's because the market is really moving still, and it's hard, right? It's hard if you don't have the tools to know that the market's potentially turning around, or if you don't get, kind of, if your intuition doesn't tell you that it's turning around. There's a lot of things that, will keep the predictions off. But our job is to try to refine those and hone those in. I see that you were at point one,
Yeah.
which is a good prediction. Our best prediction for the high was 0.5, which was actually wisdom of crowds. So that was that. But the best human was BitCaz. The second best was Beanie of Truth. Then Lovejoy, and then Crypto Kid, and then everybody else we get above one. So, but all of those we're below one. Okay. Now
Nice.
our low, we got we actually got the mode. We got, let's see what we got here on low. Yeah, mode got 0.19. The Wisdom of Crowd composite got 0.8. And the reason that Wisdom of Crowd here got 0.8 is because along with you guys, I'm now starting to add AI's predictions into that portion of Wisdom of Crowds. Okay, so that's why it did well. It was off on the others, couldn't pull that back. But those two were the best, both of them from Wisdom of Crowds. Okay, on our close, um, everybody was pretty much off, and and that's because I think the market went deeper than what everybody was anticipating. Were you anticipating not as deep, BitCast?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, the market just it's not cooperating with all of our predictions. For a while I was thinking it was me. It wasn't cooperating with me, but when it doesn't cooperate with me, it's also not cooperating with the rest,
Right.
which just helps.
Yeah,
All
yeah, makes it tough, but again, as we develop the indicators and as we refine our tools and refine our skill set, these numbers will improve, and eventually we'll get back to BitCaz's favorite type of market, which is sideways.
channeling. Which was what?
Sideways market.
Sideways, yeah, channeling. I swim in the channels, man.
She is. She is a master at channel predicting and is wonderful along with everybody else. So great job, everybody. Some good numbers there, some tough numbers there, but still good job. All right, DDOG. Our winner is BitCaz for the third time is our quantum winner. Wisdom of Crowds was second. Beanie of Truth is third. ICee coming in fourth. Crypto Kid, Lovejoy, Wannabe Predictor, Bitcoin Magnet, Wisdom of Crowds again, Old Sailor, DDOG, Wisdom of Crowds, Par Excellent, Trader Lady, and Bitcoin Boss. Now, we have two three-time winners, right?
Wow. Look at the ladies go.
And guys, both of them are the ladies of our group. I tell you, Icy keeps trying. He keeps chipping away at it, and he gets close. I think Old Sailor did it, and so, and I think was it Wannabe? We got a couple guys that have won. So, but the gals have won 2 of them have won 3 times in a row. I tell you, I am going to start paying more attention to their predictions. That is for sure. All right, BitCaz.
Happy wife, happy life. I have to let her win.
That's exactly what I would say, buddy.
He's learning.
He is. You know, he's no dummy. You know, you didn't marry a dummy. So, you gotta love it though. You know, I love, you know, a family that predicts together, stays together, guys. So
For
I
sure.
love it. I love it. You know, guys, for everybody that's watching this show, these 2 are so committed. They were actually predicting on their anniversary. Weren't you guys on the show during your anniversary?
We were.
Wow.
That is amazing. That's commitment. I love it. So
I was on the show at my son's wedding.
that's right. You were
right.
walking around at the wedding on your phone.
Oh,
That was an all-time you know, that's got to go down in the book as one of those all-time deals that we talk about. So so all right, BitCaz, I'll let you close us out here.
All right. Well, wow, what a night to wrap up challenge number 12. Doug walked us through something really special tonight, guiding our very own predictor ICee through loading the new indicator into TradingView and then showing us all step by step how to interact with AI to refine and improve our market predictions. It's incredible to see how far our predictions have come, combining skill, intuition, and now AI-powered precision. And of course, we wrapped it all up with a leaderboard reveal to celebrate this week's champions. A huge shout out to everyone who's been part of this 12-week journey and to JBean for keeping the magic alive every single show. We'll see you next time for challenge number 13. But for now, congrats to our winners and keep those predictions coming.
That's a wrap from JBeanTV and the Prediction Arena. Keep predicting, keep climbing, and I'll see you next time.
Your OmniBean NFT gives you access to Wizard Doug's live sessions, real strategies, real results. Don't just watch the show, learn from it. Get your pass at prediction-nfts.jbeantv.com.